Me did young antechua, and maybe I'm discovered for you, Pacuma Busia for Ghana. No, me used to tap send. No fee mobile money transfer. Aye easy, aye convenient, aye fast, and sounds so free. Won't you share? Me discover aye mapim. Tap send. Intienne. Also download the tap send app. No, ever mobile phone so free. Nefesi kakomu Busia for Ghana for na. Tap send. Papa no.
Everybody check now. Check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Check it. Green select glucometer. Check it. Sugar level, check it. Check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
All right, so I'm welcoming you to the second half of Class Showbiz live on CTV. That is Ghana's #1. And I've introduced another Rasta, from one Rasta to another Rasta. But this one is the latest Rasta. He's the latest Rasta in town. Tony, how are you, bro?
I'm good, bro.
But it's my first time seeing you in this kind of hair. What happened?
What happened? Yeah.
Well, when I knew Tony Asankuma, it was not like this.
Yeah. But I just thought of trying a new look.
Okay.
So probably have this for some years, and then maybe I'll go to something else. Yeah.
Why do you want to act now? Because I know you don't want to be
no.
behind in front of the camera.
No. I don't want to act.
The moment I saw this, I said, okay, maybe my man wants to be in front of the camera now.
Nah.
You don't want to do it.
Nah.
So this is just.
Yeah, this is just me. You know, I don't get it when women can change their looks. You know, women can change, but men can't. It's like you always have one haircut that you do for the rest of your life. Okay. So I'm like, okay, let me do this. Unfortunately, I can't grow a beard like most guys. Yeah. Otherwise, I would have tried that too.
Done that too.
Yeah, but I'm sure after a while I'll change it and then maybe get something else. Yeah.
Did your wife certify this?
Oh yeah. She was actually the one who even took me to
the salon.
Yeah, she was the one who took me to the salon together.
Oh, you pound.
Oh yeah. And what tea kales kra.
This my man, it runs in the family.
Yeah.
It runs in the family. No, that's beautiful. So he is the man in charge of JH Movie Freak, and he has been doing everything movies in Ghana. He has international acclaim. He has been doing this for so many years. Was it this year he gave us MovieCon?
Yeah, it was this year, January.
This year, January. Yeah. He gave us a MovieCon, a conference for movie makers, actors, and it was so very beautiful. All the top people were there. We are sure going to do it again next year. And now that he's joined the CTV team, we'll be giving you all the updates. If you're a movie, an actor or an actress, and you want to be trying auditions, you have to be logging on to his website. That is www.ghmoviefreak.com. And you are sure going to be fine. So back to my question, Afi, Yantuan Komoneso. Gone were the days we had some beautiful series running on Ghana television. Na yengina ebre so se yeba be such programs are giddy. Oh my small we be full for 3 days. Say ebia maybe associate yeba be share series bi aye pe na oba be smano. We enjoyed them. We loved them. Let me take you back. Watch them, and when I come back, watch one of the best in times past. I near share our TV. So watch this one. I'll be back.
Hey, Pusha, this is serious. Who is that? You know, with that 2 know that about girl. 2 know. But this is death matter. But he make me go shake up. Today there she fall when I trap inside. Go.
I'm very sorry.
Why? You want killers? Eh?
I'm really sorry.
You and your bro so rushing the rush plus your right.
I'm really sorry.
Oh, come on for them. We shall relax.
Relax. We shall relax. Relax.
You say like she nearly killers.
Guys, please, I'm really sorry.
You see somebody where they call him body driver. If they drive, we walk my day in your ears. Why you no correct? You and your bro, the day we are go.
I said I'm sorry. No.
That's Masha. That's okay. That's okay.
Oh, baby, now. Why you treat him like he be? Why? You don't love him? Eh?
So you see, she just stood there and ignored me. She didn't say one word, like I was talking to a stone. Anyhow, I would... listen, I'm gonna have to call you back, okay? Yeah, I will. I promise. Yo, that's my jam!
Hey Max, lower the volume. You're not alone.
Ma, please, this is my favorite music video.
I don't care what it is, Max. The point is, you're disturbing. Do you want me to come there myself?
Ma, please, just this once, okay? This is a great video.
Max, I hate arguments, and you know that. You either go and use the TV upstairs, or I'll come and turn it off myself.
Ma, please, okay? This is a great video, and I can't afford to miss any of it, okay? All right. You win, okay? I'll tell you what. I'll just the earphones so that the noise doesn't bother your precious little ears, okay?
Okay, so what we just watched, now your friend of things we do for love. Now I can say with all authority, it may say this particular series on Earth brought out so many stars. Jackie Apia and Nasifonina. They were all in this particular series. Now, near pay. Ebia odia fe ne ya odia unim. Ba yen ma yenyi kakra ne de. Near pepa. Just like yesterday, you share video bi. Stop 8 Love Live. You say o share sa video no TV so then. Na on ware here na on ho ya. O ye problem. We so share bi o TV so na ebesi next still. On ware ho ya. Also a problem. But that is just by the way. So, we love this. The young and the old, everybody loved this. In fact, it wasn't this alone. Thursday theater, there are can dramas, we can concert part, so many of them. We woke up one day and on our screens, we felt like we were in Dubai or we were somewhere. Seeing some people who are not of our skin type, but shockingly, they were speaking our language. And also, ababeji TV stations na afa. I need we hear the cry. Obi nkai. Obi nim obi owom. But we know the characters in the foreign series or telenovelas more than we know our own characters. Ebi mu kra timi ye ma characters ni bi ewo. Certain say wawu na ni ya. Utimi shim na oh Alexandra. Asema to the pa. Hey, Alexandra, where did we get it wrong? And now this is what is on our screens. And you might hear about any idea by it. And I bet me about a brandy a match the denim. But yeah. Tony, Tobuna Kasa. Una what D movies a che. In fact, me crime entire movie. Me movie ana me to play. To be frank, me tell play pam to me movie because that 2 hours me nyam transit every movie. Me to play with am lock into me movie. Time be na I say I money be there your shirt is here.
Me I can't readily remember the year that Switch came, but I think say there are so many factors that accounted for that. The kind, make us say the things you do for love, for instance.
Okay.
The kind, people really liked that was they could relate to the story that was being told, especially young generation. Around that time when it came out, what they were talking about or what was going on. It was about us.
The daily life stories now.
You could relate. It's not. We see ourselves in it, so it was growing on us. But for telenovelas, so the reason I'll say 2 reasons why they became popular. The first one was it was cheaper for the TV stations to acquire these telenovelas.
Is that thing true? When I hear it was cheaper,
Yes.
because my negotiating with that
it's relatively cheaper than say an actual production for a local content now. If you want a certain quality or a certain standard, it's relatively cheaper for you to go and acquire a telenovela. Most of the telenovelas and some of them were about maybe 5 or 8 years old. Those other countries or other territories have enjoyed it and probably done with it. Afina, consume as a second hand, you know.
So
yes, so they were relatively cheaper than the cost of producing local content. And most of the local TV stations felt that local content creator no dey track TV series there. Yemfa nkoto 5 seasons or 6 seasons of a telenovela you need to make more episodes. And that was one reason it's a popular. Another reason is to say some way somehow these telenovelas they have very interesting stories. Yes. And these stories are targeted at a certain demographic, which is mothers and wives. And now, every household, so you realize that to some extent, women have control over the TV. Whether you accept it or not, to some extent, women have control over the TV. Oh, bear money, they're probably sports, say
more Bob, TV crowd.
Yes. But in most households, it's women who consume the television. And most of these stories were built targeting women as the audience for it. And he definitely said, Mami be shy, and then it gets them interested, it gets them glued, it gets them glued to it. And then, because they are interesting stories, what made it more interesting was when the TV stations decided that let's dub these telenovelas into Chi. So when they started bringing in telenovelas, they were mostly in English. But if they drew some points, and I'm realizing, especially when we started having more TV stations that were using local language, more TV stations that were using Chi as their primary language on those platforms, they decided to say, okay, let's dub these telenovelas into Chi. And that also brought in a much more wider audience because there could be some, of course, market women or older women who brofonomon shed down and papa, so they couldn't really to me and grab the story. Me those times the times na English, no families be wa mami bi on we na say ba obema ne ba ahwe no achechi ni say then e koso na ne ba ne so ache ni say Joanne say but TV stations who said no, let's adapt or let's dub these into local languages. Few in particular, it brought in a much wider audience. And of course, you know our TV stations are in for business, and their business is mainly to have a larger audience share and leverage that to have brands buy advertisements on their TV stations. So if a TV station realizes that, oh, okay, this soap opera has gotten me a reasonable enough audience share, of course, or season 2, or season 3, or season 4, or another one. It got to a point we had TV stations that were showing about 3 or 4. Those times, if a TV station became one telenovela, on your second one, it one now till so it's over. I know I come to a climax now, and Sana or the another telenovela Abba. But we got to a time some of these TV stations also realize that let me have multiple TV telenovelas for the audience share. And the audience is such that when you feed your audience something for a very long time and they get and you running a business, obviously, one, is cheaper. Two, it's bringing you an audience share. Definitely, this is something that you look towards. I say our local content creation, our local content or shows, our system but need to make a sense as a normal assistant. In normal assistant, local content,
take
over. But
are you sure?
Oh yes, they are currently. Mitchmark said this year in particular, Ghanaian filmmakers try more local content, more TV series than feature films. This year, 2022, I can say emphatically that Ghanaian filmmakers or Ghanaian film producers have shot more TV series than feature films. But we are not seeing that a lot because they are being limited to certain channels only.
Okay.
And also because of the cost in acquiring those contents, any TV station that is willing to acquire those contents.
Okay.
Because if maybe a producer and I try maybe 13 episodes of a TV series, I'll make sure whatever money a TV station gives me for it, I'm able to go and shoot maybe a second season.
Okay.
And then have profit. Because it wouldn't make sense for me to shoot and not make profits. Because TV show production is very costly.
Okay.
You are employing a much larger cast because you want to tell a much more broader story. And to say a feature film, you have maybe 5 key characters and then a few extras. And then maybe you are limiting it to a few scenes. But with TV show, you need more characters, more locations. You want to expand the story such that it's not one-dimensional.
Okay.
It is something that Uber trust series in a way that there are options for you to have like a season 2, season 3, season 4. So it's very costly.
Okay.
So most TV stations are not looking at acquiring that. But emphatically, I can tell you that this year, 2022, Ghanaian producers have shot more TV shows, TV series than feature films.
Well, at least there is hope. Mitie Tony Asankomari and Manya hope Bika say it is getting better. And yes, yeah, basa forever. It is getting better. Cause go. Also, you're a movie maker. Say now also who story no. At what point now so say and you start here basa na. And nay, say Tony Akache no. Is it getting better for real?
Tony, I can't do that.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think say the Medebeka here, the fall of Kumawood. Also be hard.
Ajako muto from
yes. Kumawood mesenke yano. Yanso be hard because say na work na. So omunya Kumawood na ye country ni hwe dia. And the stations no dabi we ne betwi dia say ne won behwe. So no. Enti Kumawood no so e be hard ne kakra. And say we hwe say the workers say no this very year no omo produce more TV series than feature films now. It is true. So for instance, we share maybe say UTV say yeah. We hear a lot of local content. Make my station station via Ukuma.
Jomo Jai we know
that's yeah.
Okay.
But you could see say they have a lot of local content. What I say? And you know, say it is getting better. And we share quality of production as well. Top notch. And to say first no. What I say? Enti kakranka kraye ba. But se wo hwe enyema SCC ha no nyina ho. Brasa me. Ye boy ho modern. Ye boy ho modern. So many things na restricting him. Say the edi can share things we do for love.
Yeah.
Almost 20 years new. Almost 2 decades new. But look at the quality now. Anya bad.
David.
Obetima say you.
Obetima say you. Yeah. But someone just asked I think let me read this. He said, hello, I'm Eva from Akosumbo. So some of us watched these series when we were kids. and would want to watch it again, but which TV station will show it for you? We are so engrossed in telenovelas and have ignored our own. Very bad. And this is what Eva is asking that. And never say who in or if I know
and then again, so we should hype so much. This kind of saying
the foreign telenovelas.
I mean, it's crazy.
Marketing and promotion.
Yes, it's crazy. Unya, local producer and unya. Space na kopen kwampo Eden. Oh no. And the hype now, omodema on say your body me who dey can know that with me by force with me koto.
Yeah.
Because what on radio is what on TV.
And atata.
Yes. Oh no. And the hype no so omodema no so e kan ho bi. Yeah, dey wo honum sisi ya no. Me ba ku bi atin say Adom TV for try say on be have that pre discussion na say no maku yaba ne. Yeah na atin say miracle films dia. And omo ye no for a while. You need local content bi omo ye sa de no ho no. Omo nye bi eno say ya start part ne yi. But say bia omo si nkonwa kirechirem so omo kirechire Maricruz mu ne ho nkone ba na. In as much as ye ka twi no still ko be tia say oh okay say na eko. Wo mo man say hype no be hu say na eko.
Okay.
But say to ndi kan no. Wakoto we say no, wanya very cheap. And no buy. Unu say unu ma dey compare say high. Wo bet throw letter na so bet throw ba ko seek for sponsorship from maybe a company no. On could be say be station be na dey ko be as a class team. Abaka say oh me sponsor dey or hoda. Na mo dey no cry for charge or dey bring me. Yes, because one no wanya go tell boom. Wako aka chen say ma me 500, be me 200. Because our bet 20 wo kambo mo. Wateneka. Airtime na dia. What I say, but we are about 30 minutes. Who produce 24 minutes? Oko press sponsors better. And to see who the budget ni mood. And to who plan the machine. I know they can make us say because we need that talkability.
Yeah, you can't want to be and post to social media.
No, it took Oka chance on amount 5,000 per week. I broke 2,000 for Maricruz. One cabe. So no, it's not sa hendayen. Nina hendayen. What does that? I'm make me shoot me new series. Me know they started pre-production and we buy locations and we be. So many factors, so many things they could see. Location I not sure yeah. Your third, your last one you first one you second one you and the more that now you see the beauty of script now watch on.
Because the baby extra yeah. The whole free honor, you have to go make do with the next option.
Exactly.
Nice compromise.
Into the bar, see. Over the bomb see. And then again, brother me. Some say DST go create channel bi my akwaba me boa. Hey, dumo mu di o hono no brother me. Dumo mu di akwaba magic no. Must spend over 60,000. I produce 13 episodes. Me ko twa nyina madwini na ye me akwaba. Enti me shede ko G omo enema omo hwehwe no. Specs no. Ana me fa bibia. And this is the toughest production I'm here.
I know.
I mean, Arnold has been my number one critic. Me and my boss. Timid trial and boss and I'm Yamsi. And for the first time, the man was a thumbs up. And I'm so, oh, and then my boy, you man. You buy a comic, say, sound studio, be beer. I could do one man. Yes, some more agents be. Amount 2,500 per episode. What? Times 30, brass, I'm just calculating. You want to come break it even.
No, what's uncle set to be.
What I said? And more we should up our game. Oh, 2,500 series. No. How do you expect me to go back to set? Oh, no. And Unya Obia was no apart from those two agents. No. Unya Obia was someone who
directs you to the agent. Why the director call agent? No.
Say you were industry to be free Obia or how you need. Say we are Unia. Me person one a year we say no catch up.
Say agent we.
Aha. Now sha omo obi say bia sell wo dede wo ho. Accra medicine home sweet home what is it? Reveal films. Omo nya they were commissioned. And omo dey nya through agent no. And omo nya proper deal. What I say?
So are you gonna try to walk to say DSTV office and ask for Akwaba Magic channel manager, or you still want to? Because sometimes I not yenso oh minimum be my fruit and the other agent.
That's me. Number some money, but my money didn't show. Ivanda, very popular.
Yeah, Kumasi. I know him from
Kumasi. Go
Kumasi.
to the same situation. Or call office, so I catch chance one come back to the agent.
Or call office,
I catch chance one come back to the agent. What I say? And And the funny thing is, these agents, no, almost had no who producers because someone them sick was all. Almost had no who producers you. It's no on bell limit. What could book Habano was almost 2,500. What they multiply by 13 per 35,000 Gabunia. What book Abu Blue? No, I could turn the bed your. Oh no. In that case, why you question?
Yeah.
And you know, a lot of things now, echo 10 will give him, and to do things the next time, no. I come a boy, and because I'm going to see some local man answering.
Is it 2,500 times 9?
13. What are checking?
32,500. You have about
60,000. What's the message? I'll just in 2 Salmon. Number some was our bank and some inquiry. And I found and what perceive check quality productions. A banner. Yes, I am who was check point upon some funny work on him. Oh no.
Witches and villagers.
I'm
for witches and villagers.
Oh, and then come on and say, oh, stations, TV stations, bear 2, 3 beer. How many stations now because of Baba talk at your more baby 100,000 cities? How many stations? Oh, not as sponsors and say no. Oh no, apart from bear 2, 3 bet me do any a boom. And Omono say we can't afford the airtime. To no be called butter. Which is, I mean, perfectly okay. Oh no, and you know, yeah, no, but I never coach you power. I never coach you power.
Tony said something in his earlier submission. Say one of the things foreign telenovelas now, glued to it. I see they have very good stories. What we are doing here in Ghana, beyond the Yashamana Trim to say Inspector Bedia, Como, Thursday Theatre, things we do for Love and Asifon. Today's producers, including you, more tight stories are. Sometimes say almost person discussing because the story should be good enough to be discussed. The story should be good enough. It should be intriguing to be discussed. Say story na try, but when would you know the suspense in the things, what you be thinking about will be happening the next time, no, and then the moment to make a no. Go maybe I'm cutting at the end of or chasing can go on and to be continued. Now you are there after say, don't say I be the second one. Next week you want to watch I be the second one now. But are you guys getting your stories right? Suspense no munya the right.
Brother me, NMD can say na back to anyama we here. Oh no. Say where anyama we here affect the story. What I say? Make books and rhymes, new projects. I had Legon in mind. So no, it's a lot of things I'm sure you know. Minimum Legon campus. Oh no, my next option na Pentecost. Me no nyana koye.
Of course. If you see Pentecost University, you can't Pentecost among for Pentecost University.
And you see the beauty of the story, no? And then we go my third Abiam University.
Our castle.
Obom Road. Oh no. Now, finish the beauty of when you come from cry. And you know,
because that's a local SSA when your first choice, no second choice.
What I say?
I see a cry.
Oh no. And you know, Sandy money in I can't. Sandy money in I can't. And then again, minutes as well can be.
Minutes.
Yes, when I walk on, up to more about 1 hour. But when I say count seminar within 24 minutes.
I'm born 1 hour.
Oh, a people 1 hour cry.
Oh, you sure?
Oh, could I move beyond 30 minutes ago? A move beyond home in 30 minutes.
From 8 to 9.
Watch about 2 hours. First discussion 15 minutes. No, I could more by no sabaton idea. But I say count seminar within 24 minutes. I'm not saying you say won't to me be within that time.
Yeah.
Say the Netflix we were 17 minutes and 18 minutes now. What I say? But a lot of things and affecting it. Other passes I said, watch your script. They will pay beer 1 second. In fact, I will pay Flagstaff house with the amount of 1 second. Never had your bay. Oh, it's different from say. Like BBI okay mine. And I yent to me BB. Oh no. It is different say BBI okay mine. And into me stories na mo kan.
Yeah.
So we share these 3 content I make us say YouTube na. But I mean a lot. And I can say, what discuss, I'll be discuss. Maybe I want to know something. A lot. So, get your company man, if you $1. I get your no. Bibi Asari. Kuma Wood.
Okay, Portia aside.
No Portia. Hey,
Continue.
Oh, continue. Beautiful story. I want UTV. And to look at somebody that wants to discuss and you see, back then, now you need as options more. Oh no.
The TV options.
And then content na kasakra.
Okay.
It took a key so concert party in Puna say microphone and you won't complain. Won't be complaining. Oko change channel na kwa heaven. What they kwa heaven? I heard man na say ntina I'm not Tony can say TV stations no abunu enso a factor no. E kan ho bi. At that time no. We shake so concert party. I just go back no kasa na ma for the next 1 minute in program pa.
Okay.
Who na be so but won't me nya hwe. Ade chia be sa kohwe. Obi no na kan about technicalities at that time. I can't drama net na home and about a year and I do 11 na. But an idea quite say you need to so because of options in it.
Yeah, who am I for?
Yes.
Tia taste no.
Assessment. Oh no, who share Mary Cruz mun ho kono ba se mu di omodo. Who wi ade besusu me kwadi. Who dey besusu me. So ko hwe telenovela obi yes oni di do. Etumi mi no me yabi.
Oni afia.
Papa na sa. Afia ko mo mi o.
Oni afia ba ko yibi.
Oh no. Ebra free sa mi free Africa mi free Ghana. Oh no.
Yeah.
Me dey ni banku. Etino so many things, Brasame. So many things.
See, thank you. Koskoli.
I mean, they me ya pa ye DSTV hono no. Abrono mu di hono no.
How?
E so mu biem, e so mu omunyi sa agent for nyina fi hono. Some so per quality productions ah. Omu biem. Enipa ne ba. Send no be bargain na dey biem ne bargain. No munya sa nkofom. I'm tempted to mention their names.
Relax it. Meaning the Koskoli are emotional about this. Meaning you're starting a production, books and rhymes. As it stands now, 13 episode series is ready. Ikita is here. Your key TV stations, baby. Will be to my half of even our budget. And yeah, they are shooting. Meanwhile, Sika kakra chuchin is sika na called the Koto Campo.
I mean, come with him,
Oh, I don't know my pessimistic. I don't know my pessimistic. Come in pessimistic. Oh, Jan Hompo Ghana to daddy. Your first canon share project in Ghana. Here, your bet chili. Ghana was car, betting actually. Project Nikusuki time. Nice project. Today we wanted to play it as one of our teasers, but because it is not out, it was directed by him with some young stars. Something which will be like YOLO, the things we do for love type. Because a campus kind of life. Girls, boys, relationship, life and living it, that kind of vibe. But unfortunately, we can't show it on any platform because the production is expensive. And the platforms either cannot afford it or they are not ready to give us that money. Tony, now super can be now. Yeah. Oh, someone said we didn't mention Taxi Driver. Yes. Yeah, Taxi Driver was also dope.
As a matter of fact, it does.
If you're yeah, like all those things.
Ultimate Paradise.
Yes,
one of my favorites.
Yeah. And that's that production or quality production.
Yeah. Ultimate Paradise. I wish Minya share now, but you can't find it anywhere. Now me personally can't something about the storytelling. Okay. I feel say Debiami Meka say one of the challenges that our film industry is facing or our films are facing is the storytelling. Because me share films, my share Ghana films be brave. me my share Ghana films are ember out in play. Like that's true. My share films are omun to me really simple. Like Ayeka. I've seen Ghanaian films that were shot, but they can't release it. They have to dump the project. And Abia Akayen production elements, we are doing well in terms of camera. Okay, camera equipment. Another issue I have is sound, but I think people are beginning to improve on that. But storytelling, no. You say, film you be afraid to be suspension of disbelief.
Okay.
Say, what's not
suspension of disbelief?
Yes. What's not film in chia? I say, to me, like, what dream free would be so.
Yes.
Yes. Attention.
Yes.
Now, from the beginning to the end, you know, who person historical dream so cry? Elding. Oh, just a what pause it means sometimes it to me share a program be with TV, so my share from science, we share program be with TV, so now me sorry, yeah. We need to work on that storytelling. I think that's one of the things Nigeria is beating us on. I was trying not to bring that into the conversation, but that's one of the things they are beating us with, storytelling. You mean
our stories are not really tight like that?
They are not really tight. And I side with him when he says, because you are not getting everything that you want, you have to now compromise.
Make do.
Make do. Maybe you need a story. They are trying to tell a story that needs maybe 3 or 4 locations, but into a sense, restricted to one location. We characters need different. You are trying to get.
Sorry, I hear the name you were looking for is Matoda. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Adam. Adam Mensah Chotobe provided that. Thanks, Adam.
It's because you compromise, you end up taking something away from the storytelling. I think Ghanaian filmmakers, me feeling more because they've lost the audience. We've lost the audience. Ed Dimpan say, ube even convince Ghanaian, the average Ghanaian say, Uncle Ghanaian movie. Ed Dim is very difficult. It's a challenge. I've seen situations me person me more be free tickets so Uncle Ghanaian film. I say we need Marvel ticket and now we need Ed Dim. I think once we begin to fix that storytelling challenge now, we get stories that are engaging, like the way the things you do for love and even Bakukra basically Sun City.
Sun City.
Susie Williams, right? Sun City was very, like it's a simple drama, but it was engaging.
Very engaging, yeah.
We share when your friend saying Ifira even started. Ifira too was very engaging. It looks like Omudia, bro, but people could see themselves in Omomoti compound house now. Look at Taxi Driver.
Yeah, Home Sweet Home.
Home Sweet Home. Accra Medics. Yeah. So I think storytelling in there, we need to find a way to fix that problem. Yeah.
Okay, now this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to Young Barrister, now Mathieu, and also input on the web. But then after, we activate the phone lines. Same way, a hammer for power. So we will activate the phone lines. Also, bet me a friend now watch our game. Ghana hangina Babekasa or CTV. And you may be entertainment, a babbage now, be a friend, not channel, and then also friend, natural because I know you are also involved in this. Look at the kind of messages I'm getting. Obia pese anke a change. Na yejai. I went to Dubai. Me call Dubai 1 week. Me shabaka so me study on my television terrain because that is who I am. Man, so TV and Kung say another culture was on their screens. That man, who be that? Everything was about them. Their dressing, their language, everything was about them. But now, ma. Oh, the maminka. Ava sa ade yellow no ase krumo. Ning na frisa de memo pragia. Young Barrister Kasana Yombo.
I think if I remember, we started watching King Soap concert party back in the days, and later, if GBC and TV3 used to be the favorite TV stations that you could access if you want to watch any of the Ghanaian content. And we were all glued to our TV, especially when it is evening. If your parents are not having TV, you would have to go to the next neighbor's house to go and watch those series. Until GBC introduced, I think, Beastmaster, and then Second Chance. That took, that the face off. And those days too, if you want to watch local content, you would have to go and hire a CD.
Yeah, they were renting CDs.
Yes,
Yeah.
you get the CD to watch. You watch part 1. If you are done, you send it back to take part 2. Then they introduce the series on TV, where if you don't have a deck or you don't have the CD, you can just sit at home and watch the TV series, and that builds the euphoria around local content at the time. Then we woke up one day to realize that we now have the likes of Marie Cruz, Viasat 1 was one of the TV stations that started the foreign series, and the other station also followed suit. And it has become the order of the day today that when you're even watching foreign content, then you'll be hearing KJT, Kumasi, and all that in it. And it's sad. And one of the problems that I see as a person as the script writers, the movie people would help me with the name, like those who write the script, right?
Yeah.
You call them the script writers. I think most of our people who write scripts are not telling stories very well. When you watch those movies or those series, the storytelling is so bad. There is nothing to even write home about. The suspense that they even bring on when you are watching is so poor. So one obviously is going to lose interest when watching such local content. We have a lot of story to tell as Ghanaians, with our culture, with our belief system, with the way we live. Anything that a script writer wants to write about, we will surely get a story to tell. But yes, we want to assimilate foreign culture, so that is what we want to paint. And today we have a lot of media houses that also want numbers, and in so doing, they would want to put in effort to get all those numbers and to tell the Ghanaian story in a foreign way. So you are watching a foreign movie, but the storyline is just like a Ghanaian story. So where somebody can say, "Oh, me jina KJTL, oh jina infa, oh abana oh yedeng." So you see, these are the things that we are watching, and we can also lay the blame on the doorsteps of our movie industry.
Okay.
Gollywood used to have a Gollywood Academy when you are going to, I think, around Dowenya there. Today, that school has collapsed. That school used to produce some actresses and actors, but today the school is no more functioning. Okay. The building is lying there. Right now, I don't know what they are using it for. And such things also kill the industry. Our production, the quality of production is so bad. So bad. You are watching a local content and you hear the sound. The sound is so bad. I don't know how the person holding the microphone, I don't know how they position the microphone. And the microphone, yes, and sometimes it hits a stick or something. And now the world is changing, and quality is one of the things that is selling. So if you have poor quality, people will not even try to patronize your product. So that is one of the things that is killing us. And then the in-house fighting between the producers themselves and the directors themselves. This is So Christopher somewhere. This is another person somewhere. Today, this is another blog forming somewhere that I am the president of so and so movie artist so and so, and that also is killing us. So until we sit at the table and resolve those in-house fighting, the Ghanaian movie industry will still be lacking. So today, if you watch all the local series on TV station, UTV I know is showing some. I know another TV station is also showing a local content. But if you watch all these things, there is nothing to write home about. Sometimes the storyline seems to be the same. And if I'm watching TV3 and I'm watching a local series that is telling the same story, a different series is showing on UTV is also telling the same story, like a traditional way. What will make me watch these things? I would rather watch an Indian one that they would throw a ring, the ring will be hanging, somebody will run somewhere and come and pick it. You get it? So our storyline is what is one of the things that is killing us. And then I think the production cost too. Aren't we in hurry to produce movies that we can even take years to produce? The movie people. Why want to spend money and produce movie in just a year when you can actually take, let's say, 3 to 5 years to produce a quality and scripted movie? We will still not have our movies being showed on Netflix because we are just rushing to put out movies with poor storylines. But if we relax and take our time, and I'm sure that if Costco himself, if it is Legon that he wanted, if he relaxed that, yes, I want this campus, if it is going to take me 5 years, I'm going to get it. There are certain movies that we have watched that we have to wait, or series, we have to wait 1 to 2 years to even watch the second episode or the second season.
Yeah.
There are movies like that, and it is not killing them. So why not you do the first series in maybe 1 year, and then because of the things that you need, the actors, the actresses that you need, the settings, right? The settings that you need. If it is going to take you 3 years, why not wait and get all those things? Why rush? We are rushing and putting the story in some way. So sometimes you present some of these stories to the TV stations, and they feel like, oh, this story where they carry comes there, be this one. If I put them for my station,
nobody
how many people go fees subscribe to them? You get it? And that is what is killing us. And I think we should make conscious effort as a country to sanitize the system.
Okay.
There are too much foreign content in our media today that we need to look at. That one alone is killing the industry.
Wow, thank you so much. Wonderful presentation by young barrister. Obe counter. All right, so right after you, I'm sure we are. Oh, my people in Ashama and Tema, they are sad. I'm seeing a doom of lights in Toma TV. Okay.
Brother Sammy, it's me a cancer back na akaho. Oh no. And these are some of the comments here discouraging the people, which is not even true. I don't remember the last time maybe a young barrister share what time I saw TV series with TV show. Ghanaian TV show with TV show.
There's one about a certain allergy.
No, wait.
A certain allergy. And he wants to play an allergy role, and it's which I don't know who directed that series.
Which series? What's the name of the series and the station?
I'm trying to remember.
Then try. You better try to recall. This is best. Also make Kasano.
I'll be giving promotion.
Send you Kasano. Okay. Also, Okacha was said. So we share currently. We are upping the game, which is true. Production quality. That's it. We share Kuma Wood series. Production, you sit back and ask yourself, this Kuma Wood. Picture quality, sound. Matthias. Oh, the Netflix standard. But so Becca said, "Oh, share and Nate look compared to before." I know Black Page video Bobby beside the walker. It is never true.
My dear Sida.
And I make us say, and you might
but now it has improved.
Yes. Say the first name, I say, Ghanaian comedians, they are not funny, no. And then you can't say the same.
Yeah, never.
You can't.
Okay.
Last call, a lot of filmmakers say, quality productions on one year. But because of the Miko Miyabi into them.
Yeah.
What I say, good them. Instead of now, what can I say? TV stations name Makwanya Yacha or more. They watch it. So what one has also by my recruiter. So on the Obeshe. And the last one, even Hollywood. What movies are bomb? Hollywood. Oh, if I box office disaster, we say yes.
If I say Hollywood, we are thinking
yes.
A Hollywood,
a bomb.
Movies need a time.
Yes. It's a mamma, my yes, I say, yeah, hand Mukwane, what content to be a, and yeah, obviously, baby, Netflix, or Mulusu, not too long ago, Mulusu about 1 million subscribers because they were complaining that content to be a whack. What I say, by the Albania quality be a womb.
Okay.
Eti enye say ni nyina anye say de ye person man for hu say ni nyina anye no. We are doing quality productions.
Okay. Yes, Tony, now person come your time so na yenko.
Sammy person make you escaping me.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Brass, I mean, I think one of the most useless entity in our country today is the National Media Commission that is failing awfully to sanitize the system. If they put a certain policy in place to sanitize the system, I think that more local content will be put on air for consumers.
Costco, someone says he will link you to someone at Aquaba Magic.
God bless you.
Yes, the person said they will give you the right link to Aquaba Magic. So no shaking. Yes, Tony.
I've remembered. So, a lot has been said about there being enough local content there, but again, one thing that is missing for that is the marketing and promotion of the local content. Okay. Because you don't film business is such that it doesn't work in isolation. You need a marketing and a promotional machinery behind it to make sure that people get to see the films. Yeah. Because there are TV stations also that have like some good shows, local content that you don't even see them advertising. You watch the TV station from morning to evening, you won't see a single advert telling you that this show is showing at this time. Yeah. So you never know about the show. Unless maybe by accident, flip through channels, I know then you are like, okay, let me watch this. Marketing and promotion is very important when it comes to film business. Okay. Anything that has to do with film business, like you said, Hollywood has some films that are even Netflix have films that are horrible. But the way Netflix will market and promote the films on you feel like you have to watch it. You have no choice than to watch it. You go and watch it and you be like, is this what they are talking about? So even I mean, I'll shine away from the Aquaba Magic conversation, but I would say this here today, and anyone can put me on record. Aquaba Magic has a lot to do when it comes to marketing of the content that they have on there.
All right, wonderful panel members I have. Koskoli, he's a movie maker, and like I've told you, he has some wonderful series packaged. Very soon, we'll start showing them to you, maybe here on CTV and other platforms as well. And to Tony Asankoma for joining us for the first time. I know, me producer, I bet Deba could be another Rebecca movies as some more. Nene, I can't movie for that boom. Samira Star sending me a message. Obisa Obisa Koskoli say why na ofre no not Samira Star, sorry, Samuel Jando only Samuel Jando Firecat for president or almost friend Lightman I say why na ofre no Akwaba
yeah na make us me somebody didn't be to Jano
it's Rebecca
channel offer
Sammy you and to Barrister, thank you so much, young Barrister, for coming through, and to Gadam Nation, you guys are positive.